everyone, and welcome to this lovely interview that we're going to be doing today with Nayali. And I'm going to be asking her all about her healing modality that she channeled, Phoenix Healing. Welcome, Nayali. How are you?
Hello, Georgie, and thank you for having me back. I'm very, very well.
Well, I'm so
Very well.
excited. I'm so excited. I'm always excited when I'm with when I'm with angels of a feather, like you and Nate.
Yes, I think we do flock together. That's beautiful.
We certainly do. We certainly do. So,
Yeah.
well, you kindly gifted me a session of this beautiful healing modality, and it was what I needed that day. It gave me this beautiful warmth and this beautiful. Basically, I was going around singing, "This girl is on fire," and that's not my sort of thing. I love my jazz and my ancient
Yes.
stuff, but that song, I felt like I was a bit like in that movie, The Hunger Games, and she's twirling around and her dress goes on fire and she's like this invincible woman. That's how I felt after your session, honestly. And I feel,
Wow.
and I know I'm going to get you to talk about it, but I want people to know how it was for me because I've experienced it. And I felt like just amazing, amazing. And I believe it carried me to cope with the stuff that was going on. But I am
Yes.
ready for another session. And I know
Well,
that and I
fabulous.
feel that it integrates really well with all of the other beautiful modalities out there. It's not like it's come along to replace one, but
No,
I feel
no.
like they've all got their own little unique bit in the puzzle that supports us to open our wings and, be like the phoenix rising. And
Absolutely.
so,
Absolutely.
enough about my experience, Ayali. Tell me firstly, how did you know that you were channeling and something new? How did you know that this is a new modality?
Well, Georgie, it's been a few years in the making, really. Um, it first Look, around about, I was going to say 1922, sorry, around about 2022, there was there was a time where I was very blessed because at that time, as the world was locked up and locked down or whatever you want to call it. During that time, I had to make a really special concerted effort to keep up my energy, to keep up my practice. And I was very blessed to have somebody very close by who I was legally able to get with, and we would do Palawa shares
Mm-hmm.
together. And during the time, it was what really kept us going and kept us um, keep our energies going, and it was so beautiful, and I'm so blessed to be able to have done that. So the reason I'm telling you about this is, as we were doing it, we were just concentrating on, we weren't thinking of anything else. We were just in the flow of the Palawa when we did the Palawa 2 shares,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then I just said to my friend, can I try something on you? There is something wanting to come through. And absolutely, and that was fantastic. It happened for both of us that during that time, we actually brought down our own type of healing, right? Fast forward, it was on the back burner for, 3 to 4 years,
Mm-hmm.
really, because I didn't know anything about it. Um, I didn't offer it to anybody apart from my friend. And so I just trusted that this healing was going to come out when the time was right.
Mm-hmm.
And each time I thought about it, it just lifted me up and up and up, but I knew I had to be patient. So fast forward to last year, 2024, when we were doing, we did Humana. Okay, so we did Humana, and of course that uplifted everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we were told at the time to expect other modalities to come in through us. Don't wait for other people to do it. Don't copy anyone else's modality. Just take what you have and get it out there. And Spirit will be more than happy to accommodate it. So, and that was fine. So I started practicing a little bit more, and then after the equinox of this year, which is only, I still can't believe it was only about 5 weeks ago, that's when it really embedded deep within me.
Mm-hmm.
And at the equinox, I felt that I just, as I was standing there doing my ceremonial whatever on the beach, I just stepped into the phoenix of light. And from then on, it has just really taken me to such a level that it's very difficult to explain. But the results in that short time, I went from not totally understanding what to do to absolutely, when I stood there, it came through. So now, look, I'm not the only one who works on my energy. We all do. So this is something that we are all capable. Okay.
Yeah.
And the Phoenix of Light, over the years, they were giving me a few hints on what it was about, because I would be seeing quite, I'd see phoenixes. They would come into, and I never really focused on Phoenix. All I remembered about Phoenix was Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Oh yeah.
The movie, yeah, where they said, up from the ashes, grow the roses of success. And that's all I remember of the Phoenix.
I love that.
So that's really quite amazing. And since that day, March 20, 2025, I have been doing this modality that I call the Phoenix of Light, and the feedback I have had has just been absolutely remarkable. So that's sort of all I can really say. It's the beauty of it is that it is a half-hour session, and so I'm able to speak to the client, whether it's in person or remote, and we explain to them what it is all about, what to expect, if anything. I never blow it up so that it's like, oh my God, you're going to,
it's just, not good giving people expectations.
Correct. So, but what I have found is it is very, very grounding. Every person that I have done this healing on, they've all said right from the very beginning, it was very grounding.
Okay.
And that just makes my heart sing, because when I first started out in my spiritual journey, no one ever taught me about grounding. I did not even know the word grounding.
Oh, really?
So you can imagine I was away with the birds, away with the fairies. I really enjoyed being there, but no, we have to be here on Earth. We need to be here so that we can connect. And so it really is lovely. So Yes, it's the Phoenix of Light. It is written up on my website.
Yeah, I will put a link below.
Oh,
So
thank
I'll
you.
put a link
Yes.
below in comments so people can find you and the Phoenix of Light session. So just a couple of questions then.
Yeah.
So how many sessions can people have? Like, can they have one a week or one a month or when they feel called?
I have been, that's something that I'm very cautious of.
Okay.
So what I have been, that the answer to that question is that it is in, um, that is still a process that I am working
Okay.
out.
Well, as
Yeah.
you know, I
However, I would, yeah. Look, having it once a month is absolutely fantastic.
yeah.
I'm working with a friend at the moment. We are doing weekly sessions
Mm-hmm.
so that I can get the feedback, and if there's anything, I just don't want to blow anyone's gasket, right?
Well, I mean, I've asked you. You gave me one on Good Friday.
Yes,
It was Good Friday, wasn't it? No, 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 no. It was Easter Sunday.
it was Easter
It was
Sunday.
Easter
Yes,
Sunday, and I said to you, "Oh my God, this is amazing that you're doing it for
that's
me on
right.
Easter Sunday, like a day of resurrection." And we've
Yes,
we've been a week, and I've said I really would like another one because I've got all
yes,
these plans, and
yes,
I just would like that extra that it
yeah.
gave me.
And I'm finding it, Georgie, that it is, um, I am, if it was not applicable to do it, then I know that the energy would not come through.
Mm, absolutely, a bit like
Yes,
the other modalities that we work with. So I just want to make it clear to people that
yes,
I'm in the UK, although I'm wearing an
yes.
Aussie t-shirt today, sun blocking one
Fantastic.
because we've got sun out today, and
Oh, wow.
Nayali's in Melbourne, so she's obviously done this with me remotely, and it did work, and it's very powerful.
Yes.
And is there an age limit? So how old do you have to be to receive this?
I really haven't, look, anything like this, um, I would put it, Palawa and Numana talks about a very mature 16.
Yeah.
Um, I still feel that this is really opening up the person more and more.
Okay.
So it really needs responsibility to actually move forward
Yeah.
with
Okay.
whatever you are guided with.
Okay. So at the parents'
Sometimes,
discretion, maybe.
correct,
Yeah.
there is, look, anyone under 16, I would be saying, let's do something more gentle.
Yeah.
Let's,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, but this is, I'm finding, for people that are really ready to, they've done their spiritual background. Okay, they've done things in the past,
Yeah.
and they are wanting to renew, to get a second chance.
Oh my God. The penny's just dropped. Wow. Angelic harmony therapy is a modality that I did brought through in 2015, and
Yeah.
I've not really been doing much with it. But I've since having your session with the Phoenix Light, I've been told it's ready for a reboot. There's more activations to come through. So to get on with that. And I started writing yesterday while I was at my mum's. And also the other thing is my book. I channeled
Oh,
this. It's many years in the making, but it was published in 2021. But because a couple of my friends weren't like patting me on the back and were a little bit, in the UK and in Essex we say gel, short for jealous.
okay.
Um, I I actually felt that it wasn't good enough, and yeah, but I've since been given a kick up the pants to say you need to start sharing this, and I started rereading it, and there's some bits in here that I felt was really applicable to
Yes.
read at this moment in time. So one particular thing was, thanks to her, other soul friends and the divine loving presence, out of the grief, I arose like a phoenix from the ashes. So I had to share that bit with you.
Oh, Georgie, that is beautiful. Now, I did not know that you had a book out. I can't believe you came to Melbourne and you didn't bring any over.
I know, but well, we were at Kachina's, Kachina was selling her books, so I was not going to be stepping on anyone's toes with my book.
Oh, wow. Well, you'll have to let us all know, how do we obtain a copy, please?
Okay, well, from my publisher, The Endless Bookcase, they have been amazing. I need to sort of like join in with them a bit more, but because of my life, it's been a bit crazy. But they
Yes.
have The Endless Bookcase are my publishers, and they're amazing. You can order a copy directly from them, from their website. Then that means I haven't got to get involved with postage and all that.
Yes, yes.
But there's this other little bit that I wanted to read. This is about this, and I feel that this is important for a few people that are listening today. So the sign on the station billboard read, "Manifest your dreams." My friend Isabel, let me say her name's been changed. My
Yes.
friend Isabel and I were both recently divorced and vulnerable single mums. We were easily drawn in by promises for self-development. I took down the number and enthusiastically signed up to the course. So we had lots of sessions with this soul clearing, and then we later became this lady's disciples. We gave away our autonomy, we gave away our self-respect, and we believed every word she said.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So looking back with love, and believe me, I have sent this lady so much love and healing over the years that followed my fall from her grace, because she put me on a pedestal and then she kicked away the pedestal. Basically, I needed to read this because I needed to reread my own book to remember, be your own guru, be your own teacher.
Yes.
You be the sovereign of your life. You do it your way. Let them, let me.
Yes. And that is so true, Georgie. And I feel that this is what the Phoenix of Light is actually giving people the chance to do.
Yeah.
Because it clears, it's very grounding. It clears all the dross, the stuff that is hanging around. It seems to clear it. It burns it all off without any pain, of course. You don't feel the fire.
Yeah, I didn't have any pain and nothing. It was all just wonderful. I didn't have any sort of like healing, what do they call it, crisis or anything like that.
Yes. No, there's no cathartic edge to it at all. I'm not into cathartic stuff.
We don't need to do that. We don't need to beat ourselves up.
No, we've got to the stage where, and now we are over the hump of the March 2024. Where are we? 2025.
Yeah.
Equinox, the March equinox. We're over that hump, and now it's time for everything to be renewed and to take on what we have done in the past as learning and experience, and all the things that didn't feel enjoyable at the time. They're the things that actually give us the courage, the bravery to move ahead. It really it toughens us to life, and we're able to look back at that time and go, wow, this was a fabulous lesson. You don't think that while you're going through it, absolutely. But it gives you the, everything we've done in life has given us an experience, whether we're going to help someone with that experience, to be able to let them go because you felt it, you understand it. Because when people are in a situation, they are in a situation.
Yeah.
And it's not until they step out of that situation that they can actually reflect and look back.
Absolutely.
And understand what happened.
Yeah.
So it toughens us up, I think, a lot of things that we do experience. But now it's time to really let it go. We've got over that hump of the equinox. We are now concentrating on zooming higher than we've ever been before, with our feet on the ground.
That's love it.
So important.
I love it. Well, I wanted to do a little card reading at the end, if that's okay with you.
Yes.
It won't be a long one, but I've already shuffled the cards. The first card was...
I love your readings.
Oh, thank you. A beautiful uncaging. So I feel that what my guides want to share and what my love, my higher self, angel within, wants to say, that it's time to really step into who you are. Allow your light to shine. Allow that angel within you, or however you see it, the phoenix within you, allow that aspect of you to lead the way. For if you are keeping your light caged, you are doing yourself a disjustice. So that's what that card is about.
Beautiful.
Card 2 is, excuse me, ears wide open. Oh. Now this has I believe this has a twofold message here. The first message is listen with your heart, and listen to your heart. Have your ears wide open to hear your soul, your light, your phoenix, your angel. Allow them to speak to you, because they will speak to you. And the other aspect is, if there are people talking about you behind your back and saying things that are unkind, cruel, whatever, you may be aware of it, but let them say what they want. And those that want to believe the lies, let them. And you just keep listening to your heart and your light, because your light, your heart, will shine the way forwards.
Yes.
And then the last card is, now this one really made me smile when this one popped out. A powerful move. Now they're showing me two things here. Now, anyone that's goes to Katrina's talks, and Katrina sent me one of her talks last year when I was struggling with my dad, and around the time she gave me my first Humana session, she talks about the disco mirror ball. I don't know if you can see that. That's a beautiful disco mirror
my
ball.
gosh, that's exactly what Humana gives us.
And that looks a bit like a phoenix.
Or
some sort of bird, doesn't it?
Oh, it's beautiful.
So basically, with these people that are affecting your energy, you can let them, but what you can do is take responsibility. Let me put myself in a disco ball.
Yes.
DISCO. Dance, because dancing is going to let go of that which you don't need anymore. So keep moving, get that negative energy out of yourself, put yourself in a disco mirror ball, and you're going to be protected. I know some people that have done Humana know that they've already got a mirror, but this is for people that haven't necessarily done Humana. You need your disco ball to protect you.
Yes.
And if you
Yes.
wanted to, you could potentially put the other people that are saying these mean things about you in a disco ball that's reflecting it back on them so they see themselves.
Yes.
So I wished I'd known this back in, it was 2009 when I had my sort of like psychic spiritual thing that was really difficult for me, but it was a rebirth and I know I had to go through it. Um,
Yes.
so basically I've sort of like, that was Kachina's thing that she talked about, but it's come up here. So I'm sure Kachina
Wow.
won't mind me telling people about that.
Oh, absolutely. And that's something that I've taught my clients for a long time, to actually put that disco ball around you. You
Mm,
step inside, the mirrors pointing out,
mm,
so that whatever comes to you is reflected back to the person. And you can't get anything better than that,
no,
because the people who send you love, they will get love back.
of
The
course.
people who send you bad thoughts, that's what they will get back.
Yeah. The other thing
So
I also add is I say that with God's consciousness, healing and love attached, because I sort of like feel like I want them to see what they're sending me, but at the same time I don't want them to get discombobulated. I want them
yes,
to realize with God's love. And when I talk
yes,
about God, those of you that haven't met me before, God for me is like this divine mother father of the cosmos, and it's without
yes,
religion. So let's just make that
yes.
clear.
It's not religion. It is, yes, yes,
So
yes.
so everyone, thank you so much for joining us, and please do go over to Nayali's website. Can you say the name of your website anyway?
Yes, it is palawamelbourne.com.au.
And I will put the link down below on
Thank
in the
you.
comments. So look in the comments for the links to the Phoenix Light as well as your general website. So thank
Thank
you so
you.
much, Nayali, for being here with me today. I really appreciate it. And one more time, you're definitely angels of a feather. I really do mean that. You and Nate
Yes, yes.
have it's lovely. I've got lovely English friends here, but to meet you guys and then still stay in contact, and it doesn't feel like you're miles away, it's like
Correct,
it's
correct.
wonderful.
And
So
it is beautiful having that, Georgie, because we are each other's wind beneath the wings.
yeah,
So that helps us all to stay. When you find your feather friends, it's, yeah, and it can be massive, massive.
yeah.
So
So
it's beautiful.
thank
Thank
you.
you,
Thank you so
Georgie.
much.
Thank
Lots
you.
of You're welcome. And I will put the link to where you can get my book
Yes, yes.
from my lovely publishers, and I will also put a link to my website. So lots of love, everyone. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Georgie.
Thank you.